What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Keith, aka Launchpad 1412, back with another video. You know something, y'all? I didn't expect to have this Blu-ray haul. I promise you I didn't. I wanted to do a lot of Blu-ray hauls over my YouTube time. I didn't think I was going to do two this fast. I got to be 100%. And this is another huge, this one's big. This possibly could be the biggest, like, physical media haul I have on my channel, or maybe. I don't know. Like, it's just only because the way the packages came in. Like, I bought a lot of this stuff like a while ago on the What's Not app, and it just all in one day. Most of it just came through. Like, this is low key kind of insane. Just how much I have here. Like, I did not. I thought this was gonna come like like a week, every other day or something like that. Man, like these last 3 4 days, I just been getting like all my packages and stuff. So, with no further ado, you gotta know how it is. Let's go ahead and get into it. Wow. Okay, first up the bat, we got Swim Fan. Okay, let me talk about this movie just for a little bit. This movie's not on Blu-ray. At least I couldn't find it on Blu-ray. So I bought it for $4. A lot of this stuff was real cheap. At Second and Charles, $4. This one it's one of those DVDs from back in the day where you got the full screen on one side and you got the wide screen on the other. And it also got like this, I guess you could technically consider this a card. Where it tells you kind of, I guess, sort of a table of contents screen selection right here. And then it says, okay, so on the wide screen, you get 10 deleted extended scenes with optional director's commentary. Okay. And on the full screen side, you get the girl from HE Double Out Hockey Sticks featurette and more. I'm not sure if that was there. Maybe that's a song or something. I have no idea, but yeah, that's what you get right there. So yeah, this movie is a cult classic. Like if you know, you know. This movie at the time, it was like insane. Like it was like the girl Erica Christensen, she's in this movie called The Perfect Score, and she's also in a new TV show. I can't remember what the show is called, but it's about a detective, and she plays like not necessarily his girlfriend, but like a girl that knows him very well. But anyway, yeah, she played the heck out of this role with Swim Fan. Like she was like a killer that was just went a little bit nuts when she couldn't get the guy she wanted. And trust me, it resonated with a lot of people. It's one for, if you're around my age, I'm 40 years old, you probably got that in your collection if you're a collector, like most likely. All right, so we got Limitless. It's a top 10 favorite film for me. I couldn't find this on 4K. If it does come out on 4K, which it probably will one day, I will definitely get it. But for now, I got it on Blu-ray, and we got the slipcover. I got this from the What's Now app. I believe this was $3. Yeah, it's $3. Yeah, you gonna notice real quick, your boy's kind of cheap, you know what I mean, with the DVD. Not all the time, it all depends on what it is, but for the most part, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty cheap with the DVD buying, man. I just try to, purchase what I can afford, still pay all the bills. You gotta know how it is. I got a digital copy, probably doesn't work. That's the first time I've seen it on CD in a while, the digital copy. When I seen it, I was like, oh my goodness. They still had the I think this movie came out in 2009. So yeah, I guess they did still have the what's it called? So yeah, this Limitless. This is a top 10 film for me. I think I got this at number 5. One day I'll show you guys I'll do a top 10 films. But I had it on DVD. Now I got it on Blu-ray. If it comes on 4K, which it probably will, I will get it. Next movie, ATL. This was $1. Love this movie. T.I. being a high schooler. My boy Simba from The Lion King's in here. Jason Weaver. Quick story about Jason Weaver. Like, he was like one of my favorites coming up because of this movie, this basketball movie. I can't remember the name of it, but Sean from Boy Meets World was in it. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was somebody that he just became one of my favorite actors when I was a kid because of that movie alone. We got Big Boy from Outkast in there who does a pretty good job. I believe Diana Ross, I'm sorry. Wow, how did I mess that up? Her son's in it. Yeah, pretty good film. I like it. You know, it might not be for everybody, but there's a couple scenes in there that I absolutely love. Like I know the one scene where everybody kind of has a girl at the party that they're talking to, that they're kind of macking to or whatever. I just remember me and my boys just being the same way. But at any rate, the next movie up, we got the A-Team. I like this movie. You know, I like this movie. We got Bradley Cooper, my boy Liam Neeson from Taken. He's in there. And yeah, this is a pretty good movie. I think this is another digital copy. Yeah, we got another digital copy here. But we got the Blu-ray also, of course. I actually got this one for I think this one was $4.50 on the What's Not app. The ATLs from the What's Not app, Limitless What's Not app. If you don't know what the app is, it's an app where people sell their DVDs, people sell Funko Pops, people sell VHS, DVD, Blu-rays, 4Ks even. You know, you get some good deals. But most of this is from the What's Not app. You know, you get a lot of these deals for the low. So that app is like a heaven sent for real. For collectors, oh my goodness. You know, sometimes they do be jacking up the prices a little bit though. But next movie, The Escape Plan. I didn't even know they even had this on Blu-ray, to be all the way real with you. But this is a good one. I seen the second one. The second one is not bad. I'll probably never get it, most likely. But this first one is pretty good. Is this another digital copy? No, this is DVD. Okay, so we got the DVD and we got the digital copy here, which is probably already used. But we got the DVD and the Blu-ray. Really good film. Back in the day, people might not know this, but Stallone and Arnold, they had a feud. So to see them come together and make a movie this good, excellent. I mean, Stallone and Schwarzenegger, these are two that I grew up with, man. They were like, I can't quite say they were like neighbors, but they were like your distant uncles or something. Like like the Family Matters, Boy Meets World, like Full House, they felt like your neighbors. You know what I mean? Like Saved by the Bell, you know, Hang with Mr. Cooper, the Cosby, they felt like your neighbors. But you know, these knuckleheads here, I love that. They feel like your distant uncles or something. You just see them so much, you know. It's just wild. But the next movie, Due Date. Me and my wife actually seen this in a movie theater. This was $1. What's Not app again. So if you're a collector, man, get on that What's Not app, man. It's just beautiful how they make these covers for these Blu-rays. But I think this is another. Okay, now we got the digital copy right here. Okay, and then they got this thing here. I guess it showed you how to use the DVD. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it in there anyway. Oh no, they do got a digital copy. They got a digital copy here, and the DVD. I guess I'm not sure because it says combo disc, so I guess it's both. And then of course we got the Blu-ray. Due Date. A funny movie. This movie was hilarious. This movie had me like almost in tears. The boy Zach G. I always call him that because I always had problems pronouncing his last name. Dude's hilarious, man. Oh my goodness. But it's just the way him and Robert Downey Jr., where they play off each other, just really, really good. Really good film. Loved it. Okay, here's one that I got a second to Charles, but this one I paid a little bit more for. This one was $13.45. Yeah, this is The Rescuers. Here's the thing: The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under. I really didn't care for The Rescuers movie. Don't get me wrong. I know most people say that it's better than The Rescuers Down Under, but this one right here, this is why I bought this right here, The Rescuers Down Under. It was hard for me to find it alone on Blu-ray, so I just bit the bullet and bought it at Second & Charles. I probably could have got this online for maybe a little bit cheaper, probably like $12 maybe, but at the same time you still pay shipping. So I paid $13.45 for this. I really love this movie. It's a part of my childhood. Me and my brother, the enemy, the bad guy on here, the villain, McLeach, used to have me and my brother, talking about bagging up, man. It's a nice adventure story. Both of them got a nice adventure story, but The Rescuers Down Under, you know, John Candy as the big bird, not the condor, but the other one. Just great stuff, man. Anything with John Candy in it is usually pretty good. But yeah, there you go right there, the DVD and the Blu-ray. I checked it out. As far as the transfer, it's actually pretty good. I didn't check out the transfer on Due Date, Escape Plan, or the A-Team, or Limitless yet, but I did look at the transfer on the ATL movie. That was pretty good as well. So these transfers are turning out really good, but I'm really excited to have this one. I happily paid that 13.45 for the second of Charles. Normally, when I go into second of Charles, I don't normally get DVDs or movies that high, but I had to get that, and there was only two of them in there, so I could kind of tell stuff is a little bit rare. Raya and the Last Dragon, one of my favorite Disney films. I love this film. I love the message in this film. I'm a huge component, I guess is how they say it, of everyone coming together, no matter what the race. I really am huge on that. I try to treat everybody, well, with the amount of as fair as as respectfully as I can. I show everybody respect, but I just try to, be fair to everyone and just treat everybody like a human being. But yeah, we got the Blu-ray and the 4K. I couldn't believe it was 4K. This was $9 and I think 96 cents. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, this is unbelievable. And I tried the 4K. I just wanted to see if it worked because I couldn't believe I had it for this low. I really couldn't believe it, but it's a awesome transfer. I just can't even believe I have this Chef Kiss the Second of Charles for $9. Raya and the Last Dragon. Wow, I couldn't believe it. Here's one that people don't talk about really at all, and I loved this movie when it came out. I had it on DVD when it came out, Glory Road. This was $1. What's not at? On Blu-ray. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even believe it. I don't know what this is right here. It has a code on it, but I don't think the code even works. But at any rate, Blu-ray for $1, Glory Road, and I love this movie. The boy from Hits is in this movie. I don't know if you guys remember Hits. There's also the boy from Supergirl's on it, the black guy from Supergirl. He plays, and I love this character on Supergirl. He plays, he's his own vigilante on there. Villain, but I mean, not villain, but vigilante hero. I can't think of his name, what the hero's name is, but he's on here. Derek Luke is on here. Tatiana Ali is on there for a little bit. I always like to see Tatiana Ali, of course. But yeah, pretty good film, man. And I heard it's based on a true story. It's one of those films for me where it's like you watch it every now and then. It's like one of those films you just have a great deal of respect for. And I don't really like super sad. Like you gonna notice that I got a lot of comedy. I got a lot of like fun action. You gonna notice that about my my collection, of course. But at the same time, it's every now and then you got to put in something that's a little bit deeper. That one's deep, like Hidden Figures. It could be pretty deep. And I like those films as well. It's just not films I watch. Like if you ask me, am I going to watch what I'm going to watch more in a year? Glory Road or Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. It's probably going to be Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. I'm going to watch that more. But what movie is more important or better overall? Obviously, it's Glory Road. Next one, we got The Last Boy Scout. And we got The Last Man Standing. I could not find The Last Boy Scout on Blu-ray by itself. I've actually never seen The Last Man Standing. So I'm kind of curious to see how that is now that I've kind of had to buy it. I really wanted The Last Boy Scout then. I did check out the transfer. The transfer is really good. I used to love this. There's a lot of bad stuff about this. When people talk about this film, it's bad. I ain't gonna lie, it's like some of these films are gonna be a little obscure that I have in my collection, and I know some of you guys are gonna be like, where in the world did he find this movie at? This might not be one of them, this might be one of them, but it does have Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, so there is star power there. But when people talk about this film, they don't really like it that much, but I love it. I love The Last Boy Scout, man. Me and my little brother used to be bagging up listening to this. Well, I mean, not listening, but watching this movie. I'm telling you, man, there's a couple scenes that just had me and my brother bagging up when we were kids. We was probably watching this way too young. But The Last Man Standing, I'm going to check it out since I have it now. I guess it's kind of like a blind buy. I guess you could also say The Rescuers is sort of a blind buy, so to speak. Well, no, actually, I've seen The Rescuers, but I've never seen this. So this is kind of a blind buy, even though I bought it by default, But this was, I think this was $5 at Second and Charles. So, and it was only one there. There's one of those kind of a rare find. Like normally, like a Second of Charles, when I see that DVDs or Blu-rays are by themselves, for the most part, I can kind of tell for the most part that's kind of a rarity. And I knew I wasn't gonna be able to come back to the store and see that again. I knew somebody would have picked that up, so I'm glad I got it. Toy Story 3. This was $1. What's not app? Unbelievable. Blu-ray, DVD, digital, everything that you could ask for. And then they got this thing here. Let me see what's in this. They got a code on it. Even though the code probably don't work. But yeah, not nothing too special here. Just that if you're curious to see that, then they got that there. I guess this is like the showing some other DVDs that you can get. And then they got this thing here that looks kind of cool. Rev Up the Fun. Okay. I don't even remember seeing this when I first opened it. Okay, this is like kind of like a little pamphlet, to show you other movies and toys and all kinds of other stuff that you can get. Not nothing too serious, but yeah, that's cool. But yeah, we get we get the Blu-ray. Let's switch this up. Right there, yeah. Because we do get the Blu-ray right there, the Blu-ray, the DVD. You know what I mean? We get the special features and all that. Like, yeah, this was $1. Wow, this is wild. That's crazy. I seen it in Second and Charles. I seen a lot of them in Second and Charles for like $7. I was going to get it eventually, but on the What's Not app, I was able to get it for $1. And the shipping not that bad. There was only one time where the shipping was like $8 for something. I had got something for my daughter on there. But besides that, the shipping has been under $5, so it's not bad. Now, here's one that I'm sure someone saw this one. They're probably mad that I got it, but I was able to get it before they got it. Whoever that person is, I got you. Second and Charles, Clue, the movie. This is a classic right here. Really good film. It's just one, if you're around my age or older, you probably, and you're a collector, you want this one in your collection. It's one of those those classic type of films. It's funny because I was looking at this lady yesterday and I was like, where did I see this lady from? And I remember it was a movie, What's Up, Doc? She's a good actress. She does a good job. I don't know her name, but she does a good job of playing like that. The lady that's like bugging. Like she's like, like she's good at that, man. Everybody got a talent. She's probably really chilled in real life though. But yeah, I mean, classic movie right here. The 3 ending thing, they got that on here too. This is on Blu-ray. I looked online because I was curious to see how you got Christopher Lloyd on here. I was curious to see how much this one costs online. Online, this is like $15 and up. I got this for, I believe it was at Second and Charles, like $12 or $13. So, great. It was the only one in there too. Great find. Now there's one with a white cover in the back. This one has a yellow, but there's one with a white cover in the back, and that one's a little bit cheaper. So I mean, online, so you can get it online, but this is the only one in the store. And when you're a collector, you're particular about stuff, certain things. Every collector has something they're particular about, and I'm sure most of the collectors want this version versus the one with the white cover on it. Great stuff, man. Got lucky and found that. It was the only one in there. Got lucky on that one. Okay, we're almost done. Now we got one that I don't even know how y'all gonna feel about this one. Now I did pay $17 for this one. I ain't gonna lie. Now this is supposed to be an exclusive, but it's just an extremely goofy movie. Now, me and my brother love this film. I know the first one is the better one. I get it. I know the first one is the better one. I'm going to get the first one on Blu-ray eventually. I just got to find it when it's a little cheaper. I'm not paying $53 for a goofy movie on Blu-ray. Now I can get it for $5 on DVD, which probably is going to be the case. But this was $17, which I felt like was fair, especially if you're taking account how much I love this movie. This was my favorite one. Out of the goofy movies, this one was my favorite, man. I love this movie. This is about Max and him going to college, and Goofy goes to college with him, but Max, he does the X Games thing, and he's really good at it, and he's trying to get on the X Games and just stand out and be his own man, be his own kid. So it's some good stuff. Goofy gets a girlfriend on there. I'm like, all right, Goof, I see you, man. All right, I see you, bro. You getting some affection going on there. But yeah, this man, I love this movie. I love this case. I love how this look, man. I really am glad I got this in my collection. Just how it looks. Something about that yellow that makes it look good. For some reason, I know it's from the movie club and all that. I'm not signed up to it, but it's nice to have that. Now this right here was a crazy find. We got Steelbook, okay, Steelbook, Toy Story 2. This is wild, okay. So this is not only a steelbook. Look at this steelbook. This is I like it. Not my favorite steelbook, but I love it. I think this steelbook looks great. I love this movie. You guys already saw Toy Story 1. I had that on 4K. This one's on 4K too. This was in Second and Charles. This was $5.95. I was so shocked that this was $5.95. I went to the cashier lady and I had to ask her. I said, "Is this $5.95?" She said, "Yeah, it's $5.95." I couldn't believe it. I thought something was wrong with the disc. I went to the house and then put it in immediately. Nah, it's good. 4K and Blu-ray. Toy Story 2 Steelbook. Wow. You're lucky sometimes. It was the only one in there. I'm like, how come no one has snatched it up? I'm like, is something wrong with the Blu-ray? Or maybe people already have. Well, ain't nothing wrong with the Blu-ray or the disc. I already checked them out. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you get lucky, man. Sometimes you get lucky. But a lot of people probably already have this movie. This is an old movie, so there's that too. You can factor that in. But I gotta admit, I was shocked to see the Steelbook 4K in there. That was crazy. And I was even more shocked to see this. Now, I paid $27 for this. I love this movie. My kids love this movie. Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers. The Steelbook cover is fine. I like it's a little bit more simplistic than what I would have liked it. There are some steelbook covers that are simpler. That like the Sonic 2 which is my favorite steelbook cover so far that I have. It's a simple one, but I like it. This is simple. I mean, I love it. Whew, sorry about that. This one is simple. I like it. I can't say I love it, but I still like it at the same time. We got the digital copy. Okay. Okay. So we got the digital copy. We got the 4K and the Blu-ray. Oh my goodness, man! And the 4K. I mean, the steelbook coverage you can see on the inside. They got the Mario with a Princess Land. It looks like on both sides. Yep. So this is crazy. It's wild. Like for a while, I had accepted that I wasn't going to get this movie on 4K. I wasn't going to get the steelbook. I wanted the steelbook, and when I looked it up, it cost way too much. I said I'm not paying $45, $50 for a steelbook. I said I'm not doing that. But I seen it at Walmart. It was in Walmart. I couldn't believe it. In Walmart, $27. I said, you know what? I'm going to scoop it. I'm so glad I didn't get this yet. I was patient. I was very patient, and my patience came through. If I would have scooped up the 4K and I would have seen this in the Walmart, I would have been sick. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, oh, my goodness. Because I don't know what I did with the receipt. So I'd have had to keep the 4K. I wouldn't have bought this. It wouldn't have made no sense, but I'm glad I got it, man. 4K, my kids, my daughter loves this movie. Oh, my goodness, man. So this is just amazing. Last but not least, this was $1 on the What's Not app. Stranger Things, Season 1. Check out this. They got the VHS, because this is a show in the 90s. I mean, this show takes place in the 90s, I'm sorry. So they got the VHS slipcover. Then you got this right here, which looks awesome. Okay, this is how we used to watch movies, y'all. VHS. You take this part off. You got the Blu-rays. Stranger Things Season 1 on Blu-ray. I seen season 1. I love season 1. I haven't seen season 2, 3, or 4, or 5, if that's even out. But I have seen season 1. Loved it. I didn't think that I would ever get it, but this was $1 on the What's Not app. I had to take advantage of that. I had to take advantage because I did like it. It wasn't that I didn't like it. I did like the first season. I love the first season actually, especially at the end. Like the end, it was kind of like an Aliens movie, but at the end, when the young boy is swinging the bat because at first the girl kicks him out. She kicks him out and is like, get out, because he didn't know what was going. She thought he didn't know what was going on, but he knew something was going on. That next scene, he comes through swinging. I was like, my man, I ain't gonna lie. That part right there, to me, leading up to that part, for me, it was everything. I loved it, but I didn't have no plans on buying it. Like I really didn't. But to see this for $1, I had to get it with this. Oh my goodness. I can't put it in my bin case though. That's the only problem. So that movie just gonna have to sit on top. I got these bin cases that I use to collect my movies in. So yeah, that's the new movie physical media haul. Wow, unreal. But we can go over what we got again. Stranger Things, season 1, $1. Super Mario Brothers, Walmart, $27. Toy Story 2, Second and Charles, $5.95, 17 for an extremely goofy movie. What's Not app? Clue, Second and Charles, $13 or 12, one of the two. Toy Story 3, I believe this was $1. What's Not app? Check out that What's Not app if you're a collector. You'll love it. The Last Man Standing, The Last Boy Scout. I believe that was $5. Second and Charles. Glory Road, $1. What's Not app? Raya and the Last Dragon. Second and Charles, $9. I believe that was $9.95 actually. The Rescuers and the Rescuers Down Under, $13.45. Second and Charles. Due Date, $1. What's Not app? Escape Plan, $1. What's Not app? $4.50 for the A-Team. What's Not app? ATL, $1. What's Not app? Limitless. I believe this was $1, either $1 or $4.50. It was under $5. What's Not app? Second and Charles, $4.50 for Swim Fan. Your boy.